Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the Aura News broadcast. It is now time for our English Flash News edition. As usual, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, keeping you up to date with the latest happenings here in Tirana and around. In today's news, the extremely poor quality of fuels is continuing to cause more and more problems for the people of Albania. The quality of the fuel is causing great damage to Albanian vehicles, which is, of course, increasing the costs of car ownership for drivers. Albanians are complaining that they are being sold very low-quality fuel, and their vehicles are taking heavy damage because of it. Many drivers state that they have been forced to repair their autos several times already because of the very bad quality of the fuel that is being sold at the stations. Others even say that their cars have broken down while they were driving, leaving them stranded in various places. The experts are saying that the merchants who have a monopoly on fuels, together with the Albanian state, are the ones responsible for this situation. They say that the state must exercise control over the market, and especially the production of oil in Albania. The Albanian customs have checked nearly 1,250 gas stations all over Albania, and they have learned that at least 130 of them are violating fuel quality rules. The customs authority has confirmed that these businesses have mixed the fuel with other uncertified products. The Directorate of Customs has levied heavy fines on these stations, the total of which amounts to nearly 152 million lek. The customs authorities will take protective measures to ensure that all fuel sellers respect the rules of quality and do not cause damage to their customers. The increase of electricity prices is still one of the hottest subjects of debate in all of Albania. The energy regulator has still not made a final decision about the electricity price per kilowatt. The Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama, said that the new price will be a moderate one, but he did not give any further details about what the exact price will be. He made this statement from the city of Fier today. The new price is going to be an average one. All those who preach the opposite are people who want Albania to be a mess. We will eliminate the theft of electricity without any conditions, said Mr. Rama. Rama accused the opposition of lying to the people of Albania about the new electricity price. A few days ago, while talking about the new budget and electricity price, the head of the Economic Commission made the statement that this price will not exceed 10 lek per kilowatt. Furthermore, the Prime Minister said that the theft of electricity is still a grievous wound that must be cured. So far, the distributor of energy, the Albanian Energy Corporation, and the system of transmission have all submitted requests to the energy regulator to increase the price of electricity. The energy regulator is expected to make its decision at the end of December. Two deputies from the opposition have officially supported the initiative to reopen the files from the communist dictatorship period. The deputies said that this initiative must be supported by deputies from both sides of the political realm. They say, "We hope that Albanian politics will unite in this matter, which is very important for the history of Albania. We ask all of the deputies of the opposition, as well as other parties, to support this legal initiative. This is a process that once started cannot be turned back. The truth is good for us all, and we believe that we cannot be a member of Europe without first solving the problems of our past. This is not an initiative against one party or another, but rather an initiative that will make us more worthy of being part of the European community," stated the deputies of the Democratic Party. After this declaration, the Democratic Party itself released a strong statement opposing the opening of the files. Through a statement to the media, Deputy Edi Paloka said that the Democratic Party is determined to mend the crimes of communism, but this cannot be achieved by the people that are currently governing the country. According to him, Prime Minister Edi Rama and the head of parliament, Ilir Meta, have given power to former leaders of the Agency of State Security. 21 packages of C4 explosives were seized today in an operation led by the police of Vlora in cooperation with the Court of Serious Crimes. The police of Vlora have arrested one individual in this operation who was caught in possession of a considerable amount of C4 explosives. He was arrested today as he was leaving a bus that he had been traveling on. After searching his suitcase, the police found 21 packages of C4. The arrest of the 37-year-old came 2 months after the joint investigation began. Sources from the police stated that the man had transported the explosives from Montenegro. They also said that half of the explosive material was going to be sold to the criminal groups in Albania, and the other half was going to be sold in Italy. The police said that the suspect is a person with a criminal record who was previously sentenced with 12 years of prison for the crime of murder. He is currently being questioned by the police to hopefully learn more details about the people from whom he purchased the explosives. The former governor of the Central Bank of Albania has appeared today before the prosecution for the first time since being granted his freedom. Ardian Fulani arrived at the prosecution without his fancy car and without an armed police escort. His only bodyguard was his daughter, who could be seen trying to avoid the cameras and journalists. He walked right past the crowd of reporters and cameras, but declined to give even a brief statement. Sources from the prosecution said that the former governor refused to speak, even when questioned by the prosecutors about the theft from the central bank. In September, an amount of 713 million lek was stolen from the vault of the central bank, and it was for this incident that the governor was discharged and even arrested. His lawyer at least made some kind of statement, saying only that this visit to the prosecutor's office was just a normal procedure. Difficulties with procuring HIV and AIDS medications have led to shortages of supply for the Albanians who are affected by these viruses. Doctors are saying that the Ministry of Health is currently working very hard to solve this problem, because in this case, the price of a shortage might be the loss of life. One of the doctors of the Central Hospital stated that in Albania there are 10 medicines that are used for this disease, and that these medicines are unfortunately hard to get. December 1st is the International Day Against HIV and AIDS. In Albania, there have been 75 new cases registered in only a single year. This year, 7 people have died from this disease, and 5 children have been infected. 4 of the infected children were carriers from their mother and were born with the disease, and the origin of the infection of the other is still unknown. One of these kids is only 4 years old. His reality is to live with this disease, which he inherited from his mother. His mother has passed on, and he now stays with his grandmother. He cannot play in the kindergartens or with other children of his own age, because others are afraid of being infected. He is all but confined to his grandmother's house. The 65-year-old woman has appealed to the state to help the young boy. He has never met his father, who abandoned his mother after infecting her with the disease. One of the goals of the landfill that will be built in Elbasan next year will be to produce electricity using waste materials. The Minister of Environment stated that the waste that will be burned in this landfill will produce nearly 1.5 megawatts of energy. He also made the claim that this landfill will not add to the air pollution, but will rather reduce it. The Minister of Environment spoke during the international conference, Green Energy and Medical Science in Albania, which was organized by the Agricultural University of Tirana. The head of the university also said that increasing usage of renewable energy is one of the conditions of the European Union. The bunker that is now being referred to as Bunkart provides a good opportunity for people to go and learn about the former dictatorship period. A number of tours and events have already been scheduled there now, not the least of which is a photo gallery showing images from the dictatorship period. The display was made possible by the Ministry of Culture, and it shows photos that give clear messages about this period. The impact on the visitors so far has been extraordinary. The Bunkart is not just a common place to display artistic photographs, but a venue for showing posterity the cruelty of the former regime. This has been the English Flash News Edition. Thank you for joining us. Please be with us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Albanian news in English right here on ORA News. We thank you and good night.